This afternoon, we are going to be making a red lentil coconut curry. So what is going to go into this is going to be 2 cups. I'm sorry, I'm getting some light in my shot here. 2 cups of red crushed tomato. 1 cup of red or pink lentils, whatever you want to call them. 1 can of full fat coconut milk. 2 cups of water, tablespoon of olive oil, some salt and pepper, garlic, 3 to 4 cloves, onion, and then we're going to be using a teaspoon of ground cumin, turmeric, and ground coriander, and a half teaspoon of chili powder and ginger. All right, that's our full ingredient list. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our onions and garlic chopped up. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, we've got our onions all chopped up here. Now let's go ahead and chop up that garlic. Next step in the process is let's go ahead and get our pan heated up here onto a medium heat. And then we're going to be adding in our olive oil and our onions. Just a minute. And let's go ahead and add in that tablespoon of olive oil. You all know I don't measure, so I do my oil, but that's about right. We're going to wait for that oil just to get warm before we add our onions. All right, let's go ahead and get the onions into the pan. We're going to cook these onions until they're translucent. Now that our onions are translucent, we can go ahead and we can add in our garlic and some of our spices. Let's get that garlic in the pan. Get our coriander in there. Look how pretty that looks already. All right, let's give this a little stir. We're going to get the rest of our spices in just a second. There's our ginger. And our chili powder. All right, we've got our ginger and our chili powder in there. Now we can start to add in our tomato. Next up is the lentils and the water. Now let's get that water added in. And our lentils. I'm just going to give this a nice little stir. Once this comes to a boil, then what we'll do is we'll put a cover on it. And then we'll just let it simmer for about 13 to 15 minutes. And just if you're thinking it, I did not forget about the coconut milk. We're going to be putting the coconut milk in at the very end with the salt and pepper. Okay, so you can see we're coming to a full boil now. What I mean by a full boil is it's not just bubbling in the middle, but it's starting to spread out to all the sides. We want to make sure that it's bubbling away at its highest temperature, and then we're going to cover it, and we're going to set our timer for, I would say, about 13 minutes, and then we'll just see how the lentils are doing, if they've absorbed some of that moisture, and if we have reduced some of the tomato base. And then if that is the case, Then we will add our coconut milk and our salt and pepper and give that a little taste and see where we're at. All right, I'm feeling confident that this is at a full boil, so I'm going to reduce it so that we can put the cover on. We reduce our heat down to, we don't want it too low, but we want it like medium, less than medium now. All right, so probably about right there. And then we'll go ahead and get the cover on. All right, it's been 13 minutes exactly. And this is what we've got in here. This looks amazing. I'm going to go ahead and take a little taste. Just kind of see where we're at. That tastes really nice. I can tell it needs the salt and pepper. So we're going to go ahead and get our coconut milk in. So we'll do that first. We're going to put this coconut milk in, and then the whole can, and then we'll add our salt and pepper. All right, now that we've got our coconut milk and our salt and pepper in there, don't worry about the little pieces of coconut milk that haven't kind of cooked down yet. That'll all work itself out. We're going to stir this up. We're going to let this stay uncovered until we reduce some more of the liquid out of it. Probably another 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes or so. So I made a couple of modifications. One of the modifications that I made was I added in another whole teaspoon of chili powder because we like it to have a little bit of a kick to it. And I also added in about a half a teaspoon of garlic salt because I think it needed it. I just would have used more cloves of garlic in the beginning or added garlic salt. Either way is fine. It did use a lot of salt and pepper in order to get that flavor kicked up to where I wanted it to. But this tastes delicious. I just want to let you know. The other thing I did was I turned my heat back up just a little bit to bring this up to a simmer without the cover on the top. All right, we'll show you our plated dish in just a moment. And here you have your most beautiful red lentil coconut curry served with white rice, a little bit of cilantro on the top. You could also add in a little bit of lime. It would be absolutely fantastic. And then served with some warm naan bread if you like. You could do with the rice, without the rice, with the bread, without the bread. That's entirely up to you. We hope you enjoy.